4, which will be a second birdie in 3 holes, and the 2 shots gone at 5th recovered.
Well, that's step 1 done with the par on the last. If he can make 4 here for Kaymer, and 4 at the 9th, I think he's back on the road again.
He's got the driver in the hand, Richard. I don't know whether you're slightly further forward than back at the tee. I would think you are, but this is a very important drive. If he can put the ball on the fairway, he can certainly reach. We've just seen Stenson reach.
It's amazing that, really, because it is very breezy today. Or at this point, anyway. And that looked like a bit of an overswing to me, and that's going well right.
Yes, he reversed back onto his right side just as he was hitting the ball there and left the blade slightly open
this particular Sunday.
That's the result of Martin Kaymer's tee shot, and he looks to be very fortunate here. He has some trees, some palm trees in front of him to get the ball over, but plenty of room to work with, and shouldn't be a problem. But it all depends on the strike here. You are allowed to ground your club in this desert area, but you're not allowed to improve your lie. There's a big difference. Now something was clattered, and I think the ball actually hit one of those leaves of the palm. So it wasn't quite as he wanted.
They did applaud, did they not? And it's okay.
It's a long way back though. He's on the fairway, that's the important thing. And moved to 3 under for the day.
Confirmation that before the break we saw Stenson putt down, he did duly hole out. So he's now within 3 of Martin Kaymer, who's, well, you can still get up and down. A good angle this. And I've been watching this. Of course, they've got thick rough, but if you're really crooked and quite fortunate, you get some wonderful lies out in this hard pan, which was beaten down under the heavy rains. It's a nice surface to hit the ball off if you've got away. So what's he got left, Richard?
He's got left 141 to the flag. It's into the breeze. Most of us chaps would play something like a 7-iron and just bunt it under the wind, but I think Martin Kaymer, a strong lad, starts the ball off fairly low penetration. I think he can get just a smooth 8-iron there. Pin's only 8 on. So on, sorry, Bruce.
No, I was just going to say, sort of the modern top player doesn't sort of think about hitting it under the wind. He just takes whatever club and hits a full shot, doesn't he?
Well, that is the strange thing about the younger players. Yeah, they don't tend to, hit the little knockdown right to lefters and left to righters and stuff like that. They tend just to hit the fullest club. But this man's pretty much got everything in his bag.
Looks like he's pulled it by his body language there, and he has to the left edge, and that's really a poor shot. But I can tell you this, he did not want to miss that green on the right biting. He'll be there or thereabouts. Got some steel, and they have to have some steel coming from Hull. Some good golf courses out there, Bruce, and windy conditions. Richard has played under those conditions all the time.
I've got to say, Howard, I don't like ever to say anything too bad about pro golfers, but that shot that he hit there was horrendous.
I was trying to give him a little bit of the benefit there, Richard, because he did not want at all costs to miss it by a few yards to the right, so he was aiming at the middle of the green and probably pulled it 10 yards. But
oh, comfortably. I mean, Paul Casey got it absolutely spot on, didn't he, earlier? I don't know whether you were listening when he said you get nervous and the bottom of the legs don't work and the top half starts working.
That's right, that's exactly what he's done today.
Yeah.
His legs didn't work on the front on the first tee, top half did, and he just slightly pulled the drive. And of course with the straighter clubs they always go a little bit further offline, and he's going to struggle to 2-putt this in, isn't he?
Yeah, oh no question, there's no question he's going to struggle to 2-putt this one. It's downhill all the way to the hole. It's going to move from left to right. He's got his new caddy out, Justin. What does first week out, new on the bag, leading in the tournament, and it's all going a bit wrong. What do you say?
Well, Justin Hoyle is caddy there that we're looking at on our screen at the moment. He's caddied for Greg Chalmers, Stephen Allen, both from Australia, and I think he caddied for Wayne Riley at one stage, but I can't remember whether he's actually won an event. couldn't dig anything out of the stats. So it may be a new thing for him as well. But look at this big swing from left to right, as Richard says. Now it's quickening up. It's got to slow down quickly now. Come on. Super putt.
Best only another par, and those are two marvellous long awkward putts. This is a par putt for Kaymer.
Another par, another prisoner. 10 holes to go, and he's 3 shots ahead, but a very difficult par 4.